kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay, wait a second. But now, I guess, I don't know if it's recording or not.
It just said it's recording.
Okay, all right. Okay, well then hopefully Marty will come back in. Okay, well we're going to go ahead and get started. And so Linda and Laura, since you guys are on the phone, you're not going to see you're not going to see the slides, so I'm just going to tell you what's up there. So I wanted to share my Calm Your Nerves blend with all of you because I've needed to use it lately. So I have in my hand my Calm Your Nerves blend. It's a combination of basil, spearmint, tension blend, which is past tense, and wild orange, and it's topped with fractionated coconut oil. And I love this blend. I'm going to roll it on the back of my neck right now, on my temples, my forehead. Take a nice deep whiff of it. Since I was thinking about it, and we don't often talk about, during this meeting, we very often don't talk about actually using the oils. And so I really wanted to start the meeting this time by actually using my oils. So on the screen, there's a lovely little slide that I made of the blend. So you'll be able to see that when you view the recording. And then we're just going to move on. So I say that, and then I don't know why it's not.
Linda, mute your phone too. I think that we heard your dog barking.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on one sec.
And for some reason,
Or mute the dog, one or the other.
I don't know why.
Yeah, one or the other.
I don't know why the slides aren't advancing.
Major technical difficulties today.
Got it. Yep, it's technical difficulties, which I do this all the time. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, so anyway, we're going to start by talking about the January promotions and how we can double and triple dip. This is a really important thing for us to be able to do. So between now and the 15th of this month, we have the opportunity of offering people the free frankincense promotion with every 200 PV order. And also the New Year, New You promotion for all new members who join with at least 100 PV opening order and then place 100 PV, minimum 100 PV LRP next month. They're going to get 100 free product points, which is totally amazing. And we just have to be sure that we register all of our events at calendar.doterra.com so that we can offer that promotion. So for example, the class on Sunday that is at Kim Jones' home, that class is registered for the promotion. So anyone who joins on that day is going to get, if they have a $200 order, they're going to get the free frankincense. They're also going to get the 100 free product points if they place an LRP of a minimum of 100 PV in February. So they are getting lots of free stuff. So that would be $169.75 worth of free product for placing about a $300 worth of, an order for about $300. So that is really an awesome, that's more than 50% they're getting for free. So it's really an awesome thing to do. Of course, we can all triple dip by getting those benefits for our new members and then also getting things for ourselves. So the Ring in the New Year promotion, gives you free oils for your enrollment. So 4 enrollments will receive the Aspire blend, 6 will get the One blend, 8 will get a free jasmine, 10 will get a free rose, and 20 new enrollments over the period of 2 months, so January through February, will receive all 4 of those products, which is totally awesome. So that is a really, really great promotion. So here is the information on the New Year, New You promotion with all the information about how to register your classes and so on. And then here's the information on the Ring in the New Year. So everybody can see all this info, and these are, of course, available in your back office just by clicking on the promotions in the flash on the shop page. And any questions about any of that?
You also emailed all those documents to us as well.
I did. So all of our leaders have those available. So if you're watching this and you don't see where those are available, just ask your upline and she will be sure that you get those documents. So these are really wonderful promotions and just a great way for us to really be moving our businesses forward. I then wanted to talk about the Momentum Planner training that I would really like to do. This is the system, the daily planning system that I've been using for the past 2 months and have really found tons of momentum in our business and just even personally, just moving forward in a really powerful way. And I would like very much to offer some free training for those of you that are on our team. And this will be a group online training. So if you're interested, please let me know by the 15th of this month via email. So my email address, obviously you all have my email address, but my email address is on the screen for those of you that might not have it in your contacts. And I would love to put together a group that can move forward with this. It won't be a large commitment. It'll be, once a week for probably a half an hour to an hour. We'll just kind of plan it as we go. So we'll kind of see how that works and what people would like. So if you're interested in taking part in that, we'll find a time that's convenient for people. And I will also record it so that people can access it at their leisure as well. So please let me know if you're interested in that. And then this is the last thing for today. I wanted to talk about just some concepts that I was thinking about. And Marty has really shared a lot of this with us in the past. And I just wanted to do a little bit of brainstorming about this. And I learned these concepts, or it's stuff that I've learned from Marty. I was just kind of reviewing it with a guy named Ryan Stewman. His company is called The Hardcore Closer, and he is kind of an over-the-top kind of guy. He's a little bit out there, but he has he's very successful, and he's a very, very strong salesperson. And he I heard some concepts in a video that I watched just this week that I wanted to kind of go over with you. Again, it's things that Marty has shared with us in the past. But one of the things that I really want us to all do going forward is that from the very first contact with someone, we need to offer them value. So we want to give them something of value from that very first contact. And there's a lot of ways that can be done. But so I want to brainstorm a little bit about that. So I'll give you a couple of ideas. But what you want to do is you want to create value in the relationship. So we know that we create value by, sharing ourselves, sharing our knowledge, and sharing, maybe some actual, physical kinds of something that's of value. So, for example, let's say that someone presents, you have a new contact and they're interested in a solution for joint health. Okay, so let's say this one came right to my mind because Linda asked me for some information about this earlier today. So, it's a good example to give. So, if someone is interested in joint health, then we might not only send them an email that has the product information pages on deep blue oil and on the deep blue polyphenol complex, but we might also provide for them a little sample of deep blue. And, or we might decide that we want to give them a few deep blue, capsules to try, maybe a day or two's worth, so they can kind of see for themselves what benefit that can have for them. So we want to really be, working with them and giving them exactly what they're looking for and giving them something of value. And we've talked about this before, but we also want to be sure that the contact knows that we are really individualizing and working hard for them, that we will do research for them should they need us to do that. And then we want to share that powerfully. So I'd love to have some input from all of you in terms of how you might see that working for you, so that you can really cement in your mind and in your practice how you're going to move forward using these kinds of strategies.
Hey, Margie, this
Yeah.
is Laura. I have a question. I mean, I tend to agree. I mean, I think it's great giving a couple of days of the deep blue polyphenol, but not everybody sees results in 2 days. And then, so do you think by only giving a couple of days and maybe they're not seeing that, do you think that that could actually work to our detriment? And isn't it better just to have them, commit to just the 1 month to see if they actually do work for them? Because not everybody sees the results as fast.
Definitely. And it really is going to depend. But I think definitely giving them a sample of the deep blue oil so they can see how that is probably going to help, because they probably will have results with that pretty quickly. And I do agree with you, committing to 1 month. If we give them a sample of the deep blue oil and we give them the product information pages and we share the experiences that some of us have had with the product, then they're likely to be willing to take the chance. Right? I mean, and I think that when we share with them that if they get on the Lifelong Vitality, that they can purchase the deep blue polyphenol for $20, that's also an additional benefit to them. So it depends on whether that will work for them. They might want to just try the deep blue polyphenol complex for 1 month and see how it works, and then they might want to add on the Lifelong Vitality the following month. So it's just kind of a way, and that's a great strategy for someone that you want to be sure that they get on LRP so that they can earn those free product points so that they aren't going to need to spend so much money every month. So yeah, I agree with you, Laura. It really depends on the person and the situation. And someone with lots of inflammation in their bodies may not recognize a benefit from the deep blue polyphenol with just a couple days. I totally agree with you. So it really depends on the person and the situation. For example, though, if you meet with someone who's having some, an acute issue with back pain, for example, 2 days of the deep blue polyphenol is going to really help them. So it just really depends on what, what is going on with a person and what strategy you want to use. But the important thing is that you want to give them something of value. So some other ideas about how you might put that into practice?
I just want to add that I have started doing handouts for everybody because I'm really surprised because I'm still learning about the oils, but I guess I had a big interest, so I learned about them a lot of them pretty fast. Mm-hmm. And I have a lot of people that call and need a lot of things reiterated. And Laura and I talked about that when we met, and I know that's my job, but I'm just surprised, the lack of retention sometimes after you spend a lot of time with somebody and you do give handouts and give them the little booklets and everything. They still seem confused. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that.
Right. So, I think what I believe is people are completely overwhelmed. When you start sharing with them, I think one of the mistakes maybe not a mistake, but one of the pitfalls that we end up falling into is that we often share too much information. And that's exactly what ends up happening is people don't know for example, they don't know what to use for what. We've just given them too much information. Even if you give them, some resource materials that they can use going forward, you still need to walk them through it the first few times. And you need to check back in with those people often, especially if there's somebody that has a particular need for the oils and you want to be sure that they're getting the benefits. If it's someone that just wants the oils for general health, let's say they purchase a family essentials kit or a home essentials kit, and they're just going to be using the oils kind of situationally as time goes on and proactively and that kind of thing, that's one thing. But if there's someone who's dealing with a health issue and we're trying to support them, we probably need to check in with them every couple of days. And one of the...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it may seem like it's a lot, but you know what? When you first get them started, getting them started powerfully so that they see results, then they're going to be able to fly on their own, because once they see what worked for them, then they're going to know how to do that. And then the next time something comes up, they'll probably come back to you for more information, even if you've given them the resources, the written resources.
Right. And I find that to be true. I think what you're saying, that's something that I haven't done as well as I should have. Because I'll think that I go back for that second appointment and they got it. And I'm meeting one girl tonight, two of the girls that I had the one class for a few weeks ago. And I'm going to an event with them, something different. But I'm going to discuss everything tonight with them because I know they're going to still have a lot of questions.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
So,
and I think one of the things that we have to realize is that we need to do sometimes weekly wellness consults with people, until they really are going, because we want to be helpful to them and of value to them. And so when they know they can count on us, it's a reason for them to go with us and not somebody else.
Yeah.
And that's the differentiator for us. We can offer that kind of help. We have deep experience, and we have people who can answer questions for us. If we have to go beyond what we know, we go to our upline. We go to a person we know has experienced that particular thing, and we ask for help. So that is what builds a successful team. And that's what we really need to do going forward. So it does take a lot of work in the beginning, but when you do that, then you see member retention. And member retention is one of the most important things about building this business. You can enroll lots of people, but if you don't get them using the product on a regular basis, they're just going to fall.
They're not going to do it.
When I look at our numbers and I look at our team, I hate to say it, but we're not growing. We may be enrolling new people, but we have old people falling off, and we have more people falling off than we're enrolling. So we are really not growing. In fact, we were just about at 800 people, wellness advocates, and now we're at 720 something. So we lost 75 people over the course of the last couple of months. And, you know, that's not the way to grow a team, you know. So we all.
Well, Margie, I agree, because I mean, I'm finding this even in my Queen Bee group, that the girl that just went on our team, because she sees me every week and just talking about different oils, her girl that used to be with her never got back to her.
Right. And that,
I mean, nobody gets back to people.
We can't have a team like that. You know, whether it's we just make ourselves available to people, if we make sure that we have events for our current members, not just for new people. You know, we want to always invite our members to every class that we hold. We want to be available to them via telephone or having lunch with them. I hope that the people that are on your team are people that you like to be with. You know, generally that's who's going to join our team, is people that like us and that we like. So it really shouldn't be that hard, especially for people that like to be with people, right? I mean, and that's one of the things that, you know, it's important to like people in this business. And sometimes you just have to step outside of, you know, and not outside of your comfort zone, but just outside of kind of the way you might have done things in the past. It's definitely duplicatable when you model properly, so that you don't end up helping people in your down line, that the people that are under you are helping those people. So really the people that you should be helping are the people that you've personally enrolled, and your leaders, you know, the people that are your builders and your sharers. And then they need to help their people, so that it's, you know, we're not building something that's unwieldy and we can't manage it. Does that make sense? I hope so. Okay. So some ideas. Do you guys have some ideas about ways to add value beyond sending product information sheets, giving samples? What are some other ways that you might think of adding value? I think everybody's muted themselves, so I'm all by myself.
Here, I'm here.
Okay.
I love your idea of offering classes to people that already have it, because I'm learning by trial and error, unfortunately. And that has been my biggest challenge, is realizing how long it takes to really get people, you know, they love the oils, but even really savvy people like Kim Kessler, who buys those almost every month, they ask a lot of questions. And they really do want a lot of follow through. It surprises me, that's all.
Right.
But
I know
that is my job.
It is your job. And the other thing that I would say to you, Linda, especially to you, Linda, because I know you like to get together with people. I think it's a really good idea when you've had a class that's been successful and you have a number of people that enrolled. It's a great idea to go back and do a lifestyle class for those same people that have already enrolled, so that you get to do them all at the same time rather than having to meet with each person individually. I'm not saying it's going to take the place of those individual questions, but sometimes getting them all started, especially a group of people that are friends and they like to get together and they already have a community, it's great because then you get a bunch of people together. They all ask different questions, but they're all hearing all the questions. So you're making a bigger impact and you're spending less time. So I love that way of doing it. And some of our team members have done that in the past, and it's very successful. So I would really...
Well, I will definitely put that into my thing. And I'd rather retain people. I mean, I want to get new people, but retaining them is even better because they're already sold on it and using them. And it's a shame to lose people. It's hard. It's better to retain people than new people in my book, but you need to do both.
Exactly.
You're going to have some people that don't.
Both. To grow, you need to do both. And so that's pretty important.
I wanted to comment on one thing because when we talk about adding value, it doesn't always have to be, and it's really more valuable if it's not tangible. Our knowledge is value. Your experience is value, and that sometimes, like I said, is more valuable than giving out a sample, even though that's a different part of the strategy. But if you're looking at, just think about the time that you put in and the time and the information that you convey to people you're talking to or classes or whatever, and that's value too. It's a little more hard to recognize because it's not tangible, but it's definitely value.
Absolutely.
I think so too, to become their expert.
Yep.
Absolutely. You be their oil guru and you be their go-to person. It is extremely valuable. And that is one of the things that our team offers and a lot of other teams don't. Like you said, there are people out there that I have somebody that I'm beginning to work with right now that's on somebody else's team, and she's never had one telephone call from that person that she enrolled with. She always goes to the person and asks them to place an order for her, but she doesn't even know how to place her own order. So she said to me, I'm looking for a new doTERRA person. And I'm like, I didn't seek her out. She sought me out. And so she's our team that I do follow up, that I invite her to events. She's like, whoa, I can't believe it. I never had any contact with the person that I was working with before. And now, here you are, you're contacting me on a weekly basis. And so that is what we can offer. And Marty's exactly right. That is very valuable. And for people who recognize that, especially, that's one of the things that I think we definitely have to differentiate ourselves with, is that we offer follow-up. We are there to answer questions, and all of that kind of stuff is super important, because when someone's choosing, even if they don't know that it's a value when they're making a choice, if we point that out to them, that is going to add huge value.
Don't forget that sometimes your time is the biggest thing that you have to offer, and it has the most value because of that. So that's part of the the value that, like Martin said, our team offers, is that we don't just dump and run. We provide education and ongoing follow-up and those kinds of things. We're not just selling oils.
Right.
And I think sophisticated people definitely want that. That's what I'm finding. I mean, these women I'm talking about are pretty bright. They have good careers, but they do want somebody available to them.
Right.
So I just have to work on how to be more available. I mean, I'm available by phone. I always answer all my texts, and I always meet with everybody twice, but I think I need to even be more available. Yeah, and creative about it.
And you need to be, like I said, you can be creative in the beginning. You can offer that value in a way that it doesn't overwhelm you. And then once you've created the relationship, then those people are happy to come to you and ask you a question. And as long as you're open to giving them an answer, even if you think it's a stupid question, and there are no stupid questions really. When people are learning about essential oils, every question is an important question. They need an answer if they've asked a question. So
true.
I think that's it.
Well, I'm actually on my way to meet Azita, and one of my newest clients in a minute. I'm going to a wellness center with them to meet with their chiropractor.
Awesome.
So I'm hoping she'll be interested.
Awesome. Great.
Because I think so that'll be nice.
Yeah.
So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. And it is 5:00, so I'm going to honor everyone's time. And if there are no other questions, we will stop our video. And Let's just do that. We're gonna we're gonna stop our share.
Okay, bye, Margie.
Okay, bye.
I'll put my stuff on the calendar too.
Bye. Good luck, Linda.
Bye bye.
Yeah, have
Thank
have
you.
a good meeting, Linda.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.